shit kind of goes sideways, and then you find how did you find what was the inroad to that?
So it's kind of a long story, so I'll try to keep it as short as I can. But I think it was probably like 2020. So around like a year after that, I was on YouTube, whatever, and I saw an ad for YouTube for the project.
The one that's like, "Men, welcome to the project."
Yeah, exactly. That one of Pedro's. The project is a 75-hour, that one kind of thing. Yeah,
it's a great video.
It is. So I remember seeing it, and I'm like, "Oh, this looks kind of sweet."
Yeah.
Because, in the back of our minds, we all want to do something hard at some point.
Of course.
So as men, of course, you know what I mean? So I see it, and I go to the site, and I look at it, and I'm like filling out the thing, and I get down to the bottom, and I realize it's pretty expensive, whatever. But, and we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't afford this at this time.
So you bail.
Because so I I let it go.
Yeah. And then it gnaws at you.
Yeah, dude. It really does. And then, but the thing is that it all plays out, right? Towards the end of the story. So I start doing like video work. I moved down to Georgia, start working for somebody. And last November, I go to California because we're going to try to film the project because Bedros and the guy that I worked for are friends.
Right.
So.
Which on your class we don't realize until I think like day one.
It was like towards the end of day one.
Yeah.
I knew, and then when
Steve was like, "Fucking guy looks familiar." he's like, "Holy shit!" I think B knew too. He just didn't say. He didn't say shit, man.
No.
Probably he's looking out for you, man. That was a nice move, dude. That was a nice move.
B is nice.
Yeah.
He's a nice
but
guy.
Steve was like, "I know that fucking guy looks familiar." He's like, "You're a goddamn spy."
The thing is too is when he called me out, I couldn't think of any other word to say except for "I'm a scout."
That's what he said.
Yeah,
I was a scout.
I'm a scout.
And we were in the pit. You were crawling in the pit.
Yeah,
on your back. I remember.
Yeah, and then Instructor Will was filming me and sent it to the guy at the time that I worked for.
Yeah, and
it's kind of funny, but. So when we go out to California, we meet all these guys, and we meet Byron, and we meet Bedros, obviously, and Steve, and all these guys, and
everybody's super cool.
Everyone's cool. Yeah, everyone's totally opposite of the project, but it gets to the point where you like realize like these are the kind of fucking guys I want to be around.
Right.
These are the guys I want to level up. Like I want to be around because I know I can level up if I'm around them.
Right.
And so, like, me and Byron talking on the beach, and the guy that I was with, the other guy that worked with me to go over there, we were talking about Battle Ready at the time, and we're like, hey, I was like, hey, dude, I think I want to be part of Battle Ready. At that time, I was 220.
Okay, so you were overweight.
I was
the
big.
Picture you showed me.
Yeah, the picture, and
which is right here.
Yeah, which is right there. Yeah, and so. The thing is too is when you get to that point, you don't realize you get to that point.
No, you don't until you're off of it, and then you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, or until you're around,
I've been there.
Or until you're around people who want better for you.
Right. I know, man. I've been there.
Yeah, and then so I'm 220 at the time, and I tell Byron, hey, I want to be a part of Battle Ready. So he puts me in the Battle Ready program. Free. Legit. Dude's a fucking, he's just like, you know what? You're part of the ecosystem. B knows your guy. We'll put you in it. I'm like, awesome. But one thing that Byron said yesterday was the other guy said he was going to do it. Never did it.
Mm-hmm. So
with that being said, I'm losing weight. My mental clarity's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I do a photo shoot in April of this year.
Mm-hmm.
197.
Mm-hmm.
Shredded. Biggest,
shreddiest. I saw the photos. Yeah,
shreddiest.
Yeah,
that's not a word, but that I've ever been in my life.
Feeling good.
There's
a certain level of clarity when it comes to getting when you get lean. It's weird.
There really is. So, the wife's loving it.
Yeah,
obviously. So, but there starts to become this issue, like I'm continuously trying to get better, while it seems like everyone around me is stagnating.
Yeah,
or they're staying the same.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, okay, well, after the photo shoot, the day I'm still in California at this time, I text Byron, I say, hey, I want to do the project.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, I got you. So we sign up. He sends me the link to it. I sign up, and I do it. I think I did pretty good. What do you think?
I would say you did all right.
Dang it. I'm the honor man, dude.
You're the honor man. Yeah. You're the honor man.
No,
your class was retarded.
So they only had a really limited options, guys. No, but so I do the project, meet you.
But you went to, like, you had unfinished business.
Yeah.
And you were like, fuck it, I'm doing this.
I'm doing it.
I'm going to spend the money, and I'm going in.
And I told Byron, I'm like, dude, I'm scared shitless of this. Even though I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, not all of it, but I've seen parts of it.
So, like, there's a good, that I want to segue into that. So, you've seen it. Mm-hmm. You watched the whole 75-hour experience.
Not the whole 75 hours.
You didn't?
No, because we weren't there. We would go back, and we would have to do work on our own.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that, but...
So, well, now you've seen the whole 75 hours.
Now I have. Yeah.
So, you saw a good portion of it, and then when you showed up to do it, how different was it?
Yeah, it's definitely way different.
So do you feel like you had a hand, an extra hand into it?
No. I mean, because the thing is too, is like, I didn't exactly know what was next. Because I've only seen little parts of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I know the pit was there.
Yeah.
But
you didn't know the pit was there.
Yeah. I knew it was there, but I didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
So, and I told Steve this too, because he asked me on graduation day. He goes, do you think you got a leg up? And I was like, no, dude. Because I thought, like, people crawling in the pit, I'm like, there's no way it's that hard. There's no way crawling in the pit is that hard. And then you get into the pit and you fucking crawl and you're like, damn, this shit's hard.
This sucks.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it's just like breaking you down, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had an advantage at all.
I don't think you did either.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there. I watched you. I don't think you had an advantage.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like, if I had the whole spreadsheet, because you still got to go through it.
You should have to do it.
And you don't know how long it's going to last. Mm-hmm. Even if you, like, Steve was like, oh, this is what's happening.
So obviously, now because you do the media stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if I'm going to go into my my channel here, see if I can figure this out. And I go to shorts, and I go to most popular. Mm-hmm. You see this one right here? What's that one? The top left right there.
Damn, it's 10 million views. It's the project.
That's your class.
That's my class.
That's at the beach. Yeah, mm-hmm. That's me talking to A-Ball. And the comments on that that clip. Mm-hmm. And it's the same way on Instagram too. The ones the project clips that get posted. Mm-hmm. I didn't push a button, so I don't know. Sorry. The comments are ridiculous. Like, why don't you just join the military? That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just join the military?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know. Like, so would you say that the military was a purpose, like a calling for you?
I mean, at the time,
yeah,
sure.
So, like, I mean, maybe it just didn't fit into someone's life.
It's not the same thing.
I don't know.
I think what it is they just see the thing, and there is a very militant, obviously because of the instructors and the way it's ran. Mm-hmm. There is, and you got to think, why does the military train and act like that? Mm-hmm. It's to get a certain result. It has nothing to do with the military. It's a tactic into breaking men down. And I think that's where, from what you saw when you were there, what you saw on social media, how different is the project in reality?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, when you're going through it, you're not thinking like, why are they yelling at me? Well, I mean, you kind of thinking that, but you're like, you want to think it's for a purpose. You want to think it's because they want you to be better at some point. And like Steve just posted this. I didn't know what this stood for. Do you know what PIT stands for? Mm-hmm. Yeah, pain initiates transformation.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand that we have to be broken down.
Well, especially men, because there's a part of the project. There's a lot of parts of the project that's not filmed.
Yeah.
For good reason, obviously, right? And if we just get a bunch of guys together and go in a classroom and start that part of the project,
no one's gonna talk.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
But as soon as you haven't slept in 36 hours and we've just dragged your nuts through the dirt for X amount of time.
Yep.
That's when you're so tired you don't give a shit anymore.
You don't care.
No.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck it, whatever happened.